we asked our guys to come out, be focused, execute in the red zone a little better than we did last week. And we asked the defense to play as physical and fast as they did last week. And they obviously did that and responded very well. So we did a really good job, I thought, in all three phases. We had the turnover there down inside the 5-yard line, which you're never excited about that, but our defense got us the ball back right after that with great field position. So real proud of the effort, and it was really good to get some young guys on the field. Obviously, you can never duplicate game speed in practice, so to get our younger players that maybe haven't played yet in the first 2 games opportunities to get full speed game reps is going to be invaluable down the line. So real proud of the way these guys came into the game and obviously excited about the outcome.
How did you guys respond from the game last week against Temple?
I thought our guys responded really well. We don't believe in really moral victories. I don't want to sit here and say that being that close with Temple last week gave us confidence, because I think we went into the game with confidence. I think our guys probably left and came into practice this week with a little bit of an edge, thinking that we could have had that one, but coulda, shoulda, woulda doesn't make it happen. So I think our guys prepared extremely well this week, and I think today's outcome proved that.
Coach, your first win now as a coach home game. You have any feeling about that?
It feels great. I mean, anytime you win, it feels great. The first game up at Lehigh felt just as good. This one's a little more special just because it is the first home game and it was family weekend, and I have a lot of friends that came down for this home opener, so I'm pretty excited about that. And maybe it'll sink in a little later, but it feels great. But I'm not sitting here saying it feels different. I'm hoping we can get another win and get this feeling again.
Ricky, one thing that defenses like, obviously shutouts and scores, you got both of those today. What does that do for the defense when you're able to accomplish that?
It definitely gives us a lot more juice. But like Coach said, we approached this week the same as Temple. We were pretty upset after not winning last weekend, a game that we thought we should have won and could have won. So we came out and gave it all of our own.
Zach, how do you think the offense did today?
I think we did pretty good. Besides for a couple penalties that made it a little more difficult for us, I think we played really well. Coming off of last week, we moved the ball well, but weren't able to put up that many points. Like Coach Ferrante said, we came in with a little bit of edge this week at practice and showed on the field.
Zach, when you can get off to the start the way you did, how much confidence does that give the offense?
It gives us a lot, especially on the sideline. You can see there's a lot more energy. Guys are a lot more fired up, and I think it helps the defense out too, because I know they want to always put up a goose egg every week, but they know if they do let up maybe a field goal or a touchdown, they know we're going to go back out and put up more points. So it feels great.
Hey, Zach, was this like a case of offense feeding off defense and vice versa? I mean, first quarter you're up 13-0, and they held them to, I think, minus 4 yards offense. Did you guys feel like you fed off each other?
I know we were feeding off of them. I'm sure Ricky would say the same thing about the defense. Team game, it's great seeing them. They had every single time. I feel like they were going 3 and out. So, it felt great. We're getting back on the field and having opportunities to score.
Zach, on offense, how much of a synergy are you feeling now with Ryan Bell? You seem to be able to find him today.
Yeah, a lot of synergy with him, especially at practice. He's a go-to guy for me. That's a little, we call it B&B action. He's a reliable guy. He's got good hands, good size. So he's one of my favorite targets for sure.
Coach, it seemed the only thing that didn't go your way today was the fouls and the penalties. Can you speak to that a little bit?
We always talk about playing disciplined football, but there's been years where we've had some penalties and have done very well. I've looked at that in some of those years, and I've noticed that a lot of the teams, whether it be FBS or FCS, that are doing really well and scoring a lot of points, also when you looked at the penalty that they were having, they were high there as well. So I like that we're playing aggressive. I like that their aggressive style mistakes, but in a close game, we got to probably play a little cleaner. You know, you didn't see a lot of guys jumping off sides. It was the interference. It was the aggressive hit that, you know, was called personal foul and those types of things. Guys are going to hold, and I call those aggressive mistakes. We're not shooting ourselves in the foot. We're not false starting those types of things. So it's mental. They're mistakes when you're playing aggressive football. So they're going to occur. We'll look at them, see if we can prevent them. But I don't want to take away from our aggressiveness trying to clean that up, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't think you can argue the result.
Ricky, we talked about the offense getting up to a good start and what it did for them, but the defense holding Lafayette to minimal yards the way you did, how much of an excitement factor is that for the defense?
It's really exciting, but that's kind of what we pride ourselves on. We don't want anyone running the ball on us, and you know, if we can hold them to 0, that's what we want to keep them to.
Coach, how did the Gatorade bath feel?
It felt really good because we won the game. So that's what that means. I'm glad it wasn't cold out. It was actually a little warm and sticky out there, so now since I have Gatorade, I'm going to be even more sticky once this dries, but it was a good feeling. And they got me. I had no idea. I was trying to decide whether we should take the penalty and work more time off the clock and then cut it away, but they distracted me pretty well, I think. But it felt good. Not going to lie.
Coach, were you happy with the run game today, considering you didn't do so well against Temple last week?
Yeah, I am. I mean, there's going to be, no matter what the score is, last week, last week's, you know, win, there's going to be correctable things when we watch the film. So we just want to continue to accentuate the positive and correct the negative and move forward. And it was good to see that we had a balanced attack today. You know, last week, sometimes the defense dictates that a little bit. They're going to outnumber you in the box, and you know, when you look at our run defense, we're trying to do the same thing at times, and you know, our guys have been very stout against the run in all 3 games. So, you know, it doesn't always go exactly to the balance that you want, but I'm glad to see we're able to have the balance tonight.
Anything else? Thanks a lot.